wool shed.
It does have that wool shed feel, eh?
This is how we do it, not a how-to.
No, yeah, 100%. I can't stress that enough. Okay, so we're ready. We're about to start sheeting. So I'm gonna go over there and grab some sheets and chuck them up for Paul, and he's gonna. You get a real sense of the scale. It's bigger than what both of us have envisioned. Alrighty, good morning. So we've started the day, some later than others. I slept in. I had a bad night with my back. But Paul has been up and at it pretty early, as per usual. He's already secured those beams on that side, and now he's come along here and he's done some struts. We've decided to go ahead and support these diagonal beams or rafters with some struts off the container. Alright, next up is the struts. So the braces, they're just going from the beams from the posts to the beams, from there to there. Just creates that little bit more support for the beams and just maximizes the load capacity. Okay, so we're ready. We're about to start sheeting. I'm gonna go over there and grab some sheets and chuck them up for Paul, and he's gonna. The tin sheeting is all recycled materials. Most of them are pretty mismatched, banged up, cut, have holes in them, or just basically defected in some way. There's a lot of planning to make sure that each hole or defect was covered by the overlap. Once the overlap was put in on each sheet, that overlap was then screwed from the underside up to make sure that those sheets were nice and secured. As you can see, all the tin's on there. So we've run out of screws. We have enough screws to just put the securing screws in so that it's not going to go anywhere immediately, unless there's a tornado. So he's going to run into town shortly, pick up some more screws, and then chuck a whole bunch of them in, as many as we can, pretty much. But I'll tell you what, now that the tin's up there, you get a real sense of the scale. It's bigger than what both of us have envisioned. We're not there yet. It still needs to be finished off. Like as you can see, just on the edge here, you've got the rafters that are sticking out. They're going to be cut all nice and level. You need to make sure that the fall is proper. And just the way we need it to be. The guttering needs to be put in, the plumbing for the tanks, and also the gravel and the drainage around the base of it. So you got a little bit of drainage out here. That's going to go all the way around the other side, and then down the other side as well. So and around the tanks, because there's, yeah, it's like stage one. This is stage one. So, I'm pretty happy so far. Alright. I have to get Paul's reaction now. What do you reckon, Paul?
Like an old wool shed.
It does have that wool shed feel, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Put some more screws into her and fix up these looser bits.
Yeah.
I'm glad we went around and tucked out those low spots in the timber though.
Oh yeah, for
Made
sure.
a big difference. Solid as.
It didn't move at all when you were on top of it.
No, the only time it really flexed is in the middle of the rafter, that's all.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, it's pretty good.
I'll tell you what, on screen, you standing in front of it, it looks mammoth.
Yeah.
It dead set, looks huge.
Yeah.
And you got your big measuring stick. It's it's not even coming close.
Well, that's about 2.4, that one.
Yeah.
So it's a long way away.
Yeah, the bush will fit in there, no dramas.
It'll be at least 3.4, but we've got to gravel it.
Yeah.
We're going to scrape out probably 50 mil of dirt and then put some, I don't know, 60 to 100 mil of gravel, and that'll give us a good height as well as good drainage.
So the same gravel as you've put over here?
Not sure. Whatever I can get from the road builders.
Yeah, true.
So that's more road base there, which is okay. But I'll talk to them. I'll try and get the same product all the way around.
Yeah, nice. Good one. So that's, yeah, that's up. We just need to get some more screws, finish it off.
And then we just got to do, I think, 3 more braces on the other side.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
And it's all fully braced then.
Nice. It's a good feeling, eh?
Start clearing this, and then we can dig that out a bit. And then dig drainage on the other side and up to the front. But what we'll have to tell the viewers though, is this is how we do it, not a how-to.
No, yeah, 100%. Well, I can't stress that enough.
We are not experts.
We are not experts. We are figuring it out as we go. It's definitely not monkey see, monkey do. Please don't do that. We don't want to be responsible for anything. So this is what we've done. It's not necessarily how you should do it. Alrighty, so now that the structure's up, we need to try and level out the ground underneath it, purely because we want to get the caravan through. Paul wants to put a hoist up in here, as I said before, and we want to make sure that there's at least, with the gravel in there, and I'm guessing there's probably going to be 100 mil. I think he wants to be about 3.4 from the ground surface to the rafters. That he thinks should give him enough room for his machines or whatever he's working on the lift. Now I have actually started to thin it out. It's quite high here, so sorry, the ground level is low and there's plenty of clearance up here on this end. Down that far end I've dug it out quite a lot, probably 200 mil almost. I don't know, I'm guessing that much. Anyway, a lot. You can probably see the pile of dirt down the end there. It's a fair whack of dirt. So we wanted to get that out, put more gravel in. I'll move that away somewhere later on when we get the tipper. So it's quite deep here compared to everywhere else. And I've just pushed all of the dirt back from here and scraped it into this low point. Where that patch of dirt is there, this is always a low point just here. So I'm gonna go through with a bobcat and just push that out. Level this out as well. Maybe put some of that in there. So the plan is to get that level-ish, get some gravel in there, pound it down, make it nice and smooth. That won't be done till a little bit later, but I'm just gonna try and scrape it out as much as I can, level it out as well as I can, and then I'm gonna start digging trenches. There's a whole trench down this end, along here, to join up to the one that's already existing that we've been driving over the whole time, getting the whole structure built. So anyway, it's again work in progress. Okay, so we've gone through here, leveled it out as much as we could with the machines, but we have discovered a bit of a problem. There is a couple of low spots just sort of here and then further back. It's not really falling the way we want it to fall, and it is a bit of a funny tight little spot, so the Bobcat's not really a precision instrument at the moment. It's not really working that well, so we've come up with a solution. We're just going to put ag line right through the middle, and that'll meet up with a junction right at the very end, and that'll run out that way out into the bush. Then we'll gravel over the top, compress it, compact it, and hopefully she'll be sweet. But yeah, we just found that little problem and found a solution, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so last night we had a bit of rain. This is the result. So it's gonna make things a little bit tricky just getting the trench in, but we're just gonna plow through. We got no choice. There's more coming tonight, so we want to get the drainage through. And hopefully this area built up with gravel today. I don't like our chances, but we'll aim for that anyway. So let's get into it. Righto, g'day. So we've done a little bit yesterday. We've just leveled out in here. So just here, there's a low spot just in front of the bucket of the loader there. You can see a bit of a divot. It's still quite wet from the rain we've had. The water's just sort of come in here, gone straight into that little low point and just created a bit of a bog hole. Every time you run anything over it, she sinks. So we've tried to put some fresh dry stuff on top, but I've had to drive the loader in here, the Bobcat, Mustang, what do you want to call it, the skid steer, in to put some of this the gravel in the pit for the drainage. The brakes turned on the skid steer on the right hand side. Got no idea what's going on there and how apparently it's been happening sort of from time to time, but now it's actually on and I can't get it off. So it's just we're putting it in the too hard basket for the moment, and we'll come back to it. But I'm pushing on. I've still got about, I don't know, 6 meters or something behind the machine, and then just got to put the rest of that gravel in. That'll take a couple of barrow loads, I reckon. We need to get the machine out. In the meantime, I've been using the digger to do the rest of this, which is moving a lot faster than the excavator, the skid steer. Oh God! Down the other end of the property, we've got that clay-based sort of gravel. It's this stuff here. So there is a bit of. It's quite hard. So Paul compacted it just with a hand stamp thing, and it's like concrete. It's really good. We're going to move all that gravel all the way down there. We're going to move that, dump it somewhere out here, run it all the way through here, over all this, possibly out here, because that's going to be our washdown bay. That's why we've got another irrigation line. We've put the ag line in, and it's going down, out and around, all the way down here. Alright, so now we're going to lay the road base through here, and hopefully we'll get it nice and level. You can tell it's been around for a little while because all this stuff's gone through it. But alright, so that's enough for one day, I think. Got up, moved a bunch of the gravel in the middle of the two containers, moved a whole bunch of other stuff as well that I just didn't film. Mainly just the big rock that's going in the drainage trenches, and I've just gone through and compacted it all. Most of it. There are some low spots, so I'll have to come back tomorrow morning bright and early and just try and make it as level as possible. So that's a morning job, I think. Alright, good morning. It is early and it is cold. Very cold at the moment. Started a little bit early because I need to get the plate compactor back to Coates Hire I think about lunchtime. We gravelled that through part of the shed, and this is where I parked the truck when we're on the property. We built the roof tall enough for it to fit in, but we scraped it out so that it was, hopefully we compensate for the gravel that we put on top. Moment of truth, I'm gonna go get the truck and hopefully I don't hit the roof. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So, big girl seems to fit in, no dramas. Ooh, bloody cold, I can't feel my fingernails. I can't feel my fingertips. Fingers in general. I hate the cold. I want to go north. This is bullshit. Alright, so just use the plane on the Bobcat just to sort of try and take some humps out. I think it's worked pretty well, but I'm just gonna rake it out to make sure, and then I'll add some water, hose it down, make it wet, smack it down so it's nice and firm. So, and then I'll move on to the next part. There's a couple of little holes here I just need to patch up and then run over with the compactor. I need to wet all this down and hit it with the compactor Then I need to move the rest of that gravel over there at the wash down bay, run over it, wet it, compact it, and then I'll see where we are. I've got no idea how I'm going with time, but well, this is late now. I just need to compact it. Once it's compacted, stop all this, pack it up and take it back, because I reckon we'll be getting close to about 11 o'clock, I think. So I hate being late for stuff. It's a bit like my fuel anxiety. I just can't cope when it's a quarter of a tank. I just, I can't cope being late for anything, especially if it's going to cost me money. So anyway, doesn't look too bad. I just need to compact it, try and level it out a bit more, and I reckon there's a low point at the end there. I'm just going to have to come back later and do that. It probably doesn't need much, to be honest with you, but get the bulk of it compacted, and then I'm done with the machine. I can do the rest by hand. So got like one of those it's like a plate with a stick coming out of it. You just sort of stamp. You can do that for that last little bit. Right, keep going. Oh my goodness. So it's, I don't know what time it is. It's late. Yeah, 3:30. 3:30. I left here about 11:30 to return the plate compactor, and I had car troubles. Not with the Ford, with our other car. Decided I didn't want to start again. So now that I've gotten all that sort of sorted, I'm finally back, and I don't know, it all looks pretty good in the afternoon light, I gotta say. It's not perfect. Nothing I do is perfect. I don't ever pretend it is going to be, but it's not bad. Yeah, it'll do quite nicely. And you know what? If it was perfect, it would look funny, because the rest of the structure is not perfect. So, I reckon it's pretty bloody schmick the way it is, if I'm honest. The F-Truck looks pretty good under it too, I've got to say. Plenty of room. Yeah, looks alright. Alright, tell me what you think. All this here doesn't look too bad. Our little washdown bay. So we'll move the hoist there. It's a post hoist. I think it's a 4-poster. That'll get moved, and then we'll move those IBCs, and we'll cut this back. Well, all this will be gone, and then it's just a matter of putting some tanks in, running the guttering down pipes on this one, and then the 2 over, and then maybe into one line going across, and possibly charge whatever water tanks we get. So we don't know what tanks or anything like that. I'm thinking 40,000 litres, at least 30. That's what I'm thinking, because I reckon this roof will catch some rain. It's a fair, it'll be close to 100 square meters, I reckon. I haven't done the, you know what, I will. I'll space it out, and I'll get back to you, and I'll put it down here, right here, right there. Yeah. So that number, whatever it is, will probably catch a fair bit of water, and that'll be our little washdown bay. So we can use that water for washing vehicles and maintaining them, and if we have surplus here and it doesn't get used that often, we can maybe pump it across to the main tanks, use it for firefighting, whatever. So you can never have too many water tanks on a property, I reckon. This all looks pretty good, I think. So in the next day or two, I'm gonna get the bush in here, and then work on the van is going to start. So we're going from like homesteading to caravan reno, which, you know, now I never are doing, and Jack and Megan are doing, and they're both doing some a really great series. It's given me a bit of courage to do it ourselves. Fair bit going on, guys, and feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So I'm gonna go have a gin, and I'm gonna leave you with some drone footage of the shed and how it looks now. Again, keep in mind, it is a work in progress. It is not a finished product. Still got to clean up around the grounds around it, do the guttering, and chuck a lot more screws in the roof. But can't fit it in this video, so I'm not going to do it now. I'm buggered. So thanks again, guys. See you in the next one. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It really does help us out, and see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.
She was out there alone on the highway. She had a broken wing, she's trying to hide. And I was much too old to act on a feeling. But then again, I ain't never had someone to hold. I wrote songs for a mockingbird. Take 'em all, leave 'em, I know that she heard. Songs for a mockingbird. Looking at me, she sang every word. Songs for a mockingbird. Oh, you give and you take, and you live and you learn. is all